Hi everybody, welcome to Torsten and Starla's YouTube channel at Freedom 55 Adventure. Today what we're going to do is talk about Puerto Armuelles. It's a small beach town in western Chiriqui province adjacent to Costa Rica. It is the seat of the Peru district and it has a population of 12,660. This video was done on our third visit to Puerto Armuelles since we moved to Panama 3 months ago in August 2022. And on the way you take the Pan American Highway from David and all the way to Puerto Armuelles, and it's about an hour and a half. So you go west along the Pan American Highway for 45 minutes towards the Costa Rican border town called Paso Canoas. And at Paso Canoas you can turn left or you go south and you drive 30 more minutes until you reach Puerto Armuelles on the Pacific Ocean. You need to make sure that you take that left turn so you do not cross into Costa Rica. The border is very close to making the left-hand turn, and if you're not careful you could end up under the roof border crossing area and in Costa Rica. So as the traffic starts to slow down, there's an intersection and then you'll see the Costa Rican border crossing, and then you head left and you're heading south for half an hour, then you'll be at the coast in Puerto Armuelles. There's two checkpoints. One is between David and the border town, and the other one is from the border town down to Porto. And they are the police, and they're just checking to make sure that there's no illegal drug trafficking going on. And from time to time they will pull people over and ask to see your passport or ID cards. Since I've been here, I've never been pulled over. I've been waved through all the time. On the way up to Boquete, when I first seen the police doing that, I actually thought they were the army by the way they were dressed. And no, that's not the army, because Panama does not have an army, but it is the police that do manage and they do work at the checkpoints. So Puerto Armuelles, it has a very relaxing vibe, and it has a beautiful quiet beachfront. There's no traffic jams, and it appears to be a stress-free place to live with little stores and restaurants. It has many distinct neighborhoods because starting in the 1920s, 1928, the United Fruit Company, which is now Chiquita Banana, they built Puerto Armuelles from scratch. So the banana industry was really thriving in Panama with the demand from across the world. The huge plantation required thousands of workers, and these workers, of course, needed to be looked after. So houses and infrastructure were built for the workers, and after years of operations and labor disputes, the company closed its factory and most of the workers left Puerto Armuelles, and it was basically a ghost town for about 10 years. So the neighborhoods reflect the different designs for different classes of workers back then. You had to remember that back then Chiquita had a different attitude, and it had more of the colonial company attitude, and they segregated people by race and class, which back then was acceptable. They built 5 neighborhoods with its own unique look and feel, and they also created their own street system. They had an English school, a clubhouse, they had a golf course at one point, and an airport. And the clubhouse has since burnt down, and the school partially burnt down and was rebuilt. You could tell by looking at the housing density whom Chiquita was building for in these different areas. The higher the density, the lower the residents were on the corporate pecking order. The houses were built out of North American red cedar and shipped down from Oregon, and it was used because red cedar is resistant to rot and insect infestation. And the houses were built on stilts and built for the tropics with big overhangs and plenty of air and ventilation. Over the years, some have enclosed the ground levels and have made other changes, but the Chiquita houses are still instantly recognizable. They're the ones with the wood on stilts, and again, They're different than the Panamanian concrete-built houses, which have since dotted up and built up around in the areas. And you can see them. Some of them are really well kept, and some of them are run down, but they're easily identifiable by the wood structures. So 5 of the areas that were built back then were Las Palmas, and Las Palmas was for executives. Spanish Town, or Bella Vista, was for the middle management. San Jose was for the lower management. Carmen was for its dock workers, and Carmen was also known as Silver City because of the corrugated metal roofs. And then, of course, they had the downtown with its commercial use and its areas with playgrounds and parks and little businesses. In the future, I think what we're going to do is go into the 5 different areas again, just so you guys can see the difference. This is just an overall overview of everything so far. The Panamanian government is also taking an active interest in the region. Since the port is deep, there are plenty of potential opportunities for future development. There are plans to make a dock for cruise ships, as well as making it a major cargo port. The shipping infrastructure is limited in the west of Panama, something that the government is keen to change. A railway line spanning the length of the country will also improve connections to Panama City, and they've started that, and it's underway near Panama City. And there have also been plans made to improve the route between Puerto Armuelles and the Caribbean coast. Puerto Armuelles has caught the eye of some investors. As you can see, more and more expats are building homes, renting homes, and starting businesses in the area. And this is part of the Panama coast that definitely offers other potential business opportunities as well. Many of the best activities in Puerto Armuelles involves the ocean, such as sailing, scuba diving, snorkeling, spearfishing. These are just a few of the popular pastimes. Kite surfing is starting to take off in the area as well, and that's because of the number of deserted beaches that are down here. The best time is to do kite surfing is during the afternoons when the sea breeze arrives and picks up. Also on land, there are lots of opportunities. People do horseback riding, walking, mountain biking, etc. And yeah, just some more additional information is Puerto Armuelles built a new hospital recently, and they also have a big ball stadium. The beaches in Puerto Armuelles are safe to swim with little or no riptides, and the ocean is really, really nice and warm. And it has a beautiful brown colored sand. It's from volcanic activity, and the fishing is excellent in Puerto Armuelles. I mean, amazing. The different types of fish you can catch down there: tuna, mahi-mahi, the red snapper, etc., all that stuff. So Puerto Armuelles is kind of a sleepy little beach town, and I think it's ready for investment and opportunity. So if you think you would like to retire and live in this little hidden gem, get a hold of us. Come on down, check it out. We'd love to show you Puerto Armuelles as well as other parts of Panama. My new beautiful home since August, and it's just full of things to go and see, and everything from zip lining to hiking into waterfalls, checking out the different beaches, going deep sea fishing, snorkeling, all that. It's a very affordable place to live, and that's one reason why we chose Panama. Also, it has a very good health system here as well, which is big when you're retiring and you're moving to another country. That definitely has to be a major deciding factor, is if the health care is good, and here it is in Panama. Again, if you have any questions or anything, just leave comments down below. And please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon with a new video. Thank you.